Hi, I'm Roger Gielen, and I wanted to talk about Carl von Linné, or Carl Linnaeus, as he's often called. This summer I was in Sweden, and I found myself suddenly in a botanic garden where more than 700 species of flowers and plants were growing, and it inspired me to talk a little bit about classification, because Carl Linnaeus was a scientist, and he was a botanist as well, and he invented kind of the taxonomy to classify all living species into 24 classes. So it's in fact a classification system. And he was the first to classify the apes in the same category as human beings. So he was long before Darwin even published his theory. Already Linnaeus classified them into the same category. So it's a scientist, and the scientific mind, well, actually I think almost all our minds work in the way that we want to classify things or beings, and that's a process of looking at similarity and at differences at the same time. So you look at similarities and at differences, and so you classify everything into categories, and that's a way to create order. Of course, this is very subjective, because the criteria how you differentiate between different things or different beings, that is completely arbitrary. But well, you can find some logic, and you try to make the classes evenly big, and you try to look at things very well, and to see what are the similarities, and then you also come to the difference. So you find a way to classify almost everything. So that's a very scientific approach that well, certainly in the West our minds are very eager to adopt. We like to have this order in our lives. We like to think we know what is what, and how it is classified. So this is also a natural thing of the mind to do. First to compare, always comparing. We could call our minds comparing machines almost, and then the second step is we start judging. We start saying, well, this is good, this is not good, this is progress, this is decline. So we create this world of polarities, and when you start resting the mind, you create another world. The comparing and the judging kind of fade away, and similarity and difference make place for uniqueness. So you enter a world where everything is just as it is. There's no need to make anything else of it, and that's very clear, and that's very free, and that's very pure, and well, you start really seeing for the first time. You start really seeing when you try to rest the mind, and the similarities and the differences fade away, and uniqueness comes to the front. So that's kind of a little bit of inspiration I want to leave you with this week. And if you have seen this anywhere else than at rogergielen.com, please head over there. That's where all the action is. Leave a comment. I'm really curious to know what you think of this video. And until I see you next week, enjoy.